Lane. Take it away, Angela.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to KAZ Radio TV. It is your girl, Angela, with another episode of No More Triggers. Today, we have Sean. She will be joining us shortly, and she will be actually telling her story today. And if you remember, Sean did her Q&A last time. We took a little break, but we came back, and she did her Q&A, and her story just seems so amazing. I can't wait for her to get on. I can't wait for her to join us so we can hear the full story from beginning to end of her domestic violence relationship that she was once in. Um, so while we are waiting for her, I do have a announcement, which, as you can see my poster behind me, it is to the next show that I'm going to be having. It is called the Black Parade Poetry and Fashion Event, and it is in honor of those who lost their lives to law enforcement. This event will be taking place, Sunday, February 7th at the, ooh, my nose itching. At the front stage multiplex theater in Severance Mall. You guys, the tickets are only $25. That's it, only $25. It's going to be a very, very powerful show. It's going to have local poetry um, from local artists, and I just feel like it's going to be a very, very powerful event. You can get your tickets on www.aclproductions.org. Go under tickets and you can buy your ticket today. When you buy your ticket, you want to make sure that you bring your ID, or you bring your print out the receipt, so that way you can get inside the door. And for those who do not like to purchase tickets online or put their credit card information in, I do have physical tickets as well. So you can inbox me on Angela Lane on Facebook or Instagram, Miss Independent A Lane on Instagram. You can get in touch with me that way. Okay, so until Sean comes on, hopefully she does, I will finish telling that story that I left off with. If you guys don't remember, it was an anonymous story. A young lady, she did not feel comfortable coming forward with telling her story. So I told her, if she wouldn't mind me, just getting her story out there. Um, of course, I can't tell it better than she can because it's her story. I might mess up on some parts or forget some things. So it's always great to hear from the source. But until she is ready, I will not pressure her, but I will finish telling her story until Sean come on. Okay, so let's see. I remember leaving off where she was I believe she was 16 years old, and she was getting touched. I think that's where I left off at. I know she was getting touched by her uncle, and she didn't know how to basically tell anyone. Um, from what she was telling me, her uncle was pretty much brainwashing her into thinking that this was okay. This is what people do to each other who love each other, and saying things of that nature. So um, even with her almost being an adult, it was like her uncle kind of had control over her in a sense. And you can never really truly put yourself in someone else's shoes. You can only imagine. And you always ask yourself these questions. Well, why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that? And you don't have an answer for it unless you walked into that, that lifestyle or in that situation. You can't. It's always a why. But anyway, so when she turned 18, she was mostly on the streets. She said that she ended up telling her mother, which the uncle was the mom's brother. So she said she ended up telling her when she turned 18, and her mother basically didn't believe her and kicked her out the house. So now she was on the street at 18. Um, she said that she just started basically walking around, being a nightlight, being in the nightlife. She ultimately became what they called back in the day a hooker, and um, that was her way of trying to make ways of getting by. Because I feel like she, as she was saying this, I was thinking like, well, this is other paths to take. I mean, I know I could have went down that road at one point in time in my life, but I chose not to. Um, but um, who am I to judge someone else for choosing to go down that path? Um, but she ended up going, down that path and prostituting. I think she said for maybe 2, 3 years, and she ended up in a relationship, I guess, with a guy who considered himself her pimp. And she said she was getting basically just beatings on a daily with this guy. And not only was she getting beatings almost every day by this guy, she had to give him, I guess, her portion of money. Um, and that bothered me. But again, I can't judge anyone. So he was mentally abusing her, physically abusing her, and he was just basically in control of her whole body. So when um when she got the courage to try to get out of the situation, um she said at first it wasn't easy. I'm trying to give y'all more details of it. Like I said, I don't remember her whole story, and it's best for her to tell it. But I remember her saying that she tried to get out of it, and at first it was really difficult because um, he knew so many people. He had so many connections that anywhere that she would try to run to, he would catch up with her and make her come back. Um, and the another key part that stuck out to me was she said was she ended up stumbling into a church. I forgot what church. That's what I'm trying to sit here and think of what church she said it was, but I cannot remember. But she said she ended up stumbling into a church, and she was only in there for a quick second. And she said that someone, seen her, started talking to her, basically was giving her like words of encouragement and things like that. And she said she left. And she said ever since that day, I guess like day by day, it took her, she was starting to build on herself, starting to build up her faith in God. And get her mindset and everything together. And eventually she was able to leave him. And she is doing really good now. She's going to school. I believe she is either majoring in, was it nursing? Either nursing or had to do something with x-rays, I believe. X-rays. Um, but she's doing really good now. Uh, I just I wouldn't personally be able to phantom getting hit every single day and living out on the streets and doing the things that she had to do, which it was like I said, is way more to the story than what I am putting on. Trying to get this. There we go. I'm trying to get the background right. Um, she went through a lot, and like I said, I'm not even telling majority of the story. I'm not even telling half of it, but a lot of people, including myself, I want to say we go through dark times, and we talk to ourselves, and we think that sometimes we think that God's not listening, but we got to understand that God is always listening to us, even when we are sleeping, when we're dreaming, when we are thinking. He is always listening. And I was watching this thing from Steve Harvey, and he was saying how when God is ready to bless you with the blessing, he'll deliver it to your front door. And he was saying it may not be today or tomorrow, but when it's your time for your blessing, it will come. And I'm a firm believer in God, y'all. I am. I feel like anytime that I'm in a pickle, that's why I learned not to worry a lot, because I am a believer in God. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't know the scriptures from the Bible and things of that nature. Um, but as long as my faith in him is real, that's all that matters to me. I know it's real. And I know every time that I'm in a jam, and I could talk to that man upstairs and he will deliver every single time. Um, Anytime that I needed somebody to talk to, he will send over someone. It's like, wow, you just knew I just needed to hear that. Um, so I'm saying that to basically say this: whatever you are going through in life, don't stress yourself out to a point where you are making yourself sick or unhealthy. Just know that he will deliver every single time. Every single time. It may not be exactly how you want it to be, but he's going to get you out that bind. A lot of people say that he be testing you. And believe me, sometimes I have even failed the test. I know I have. And I reap the consequences behind it too. But he is a forgiving God, and he forgives his children. Okay, so it is about to be 1:15, and Sean has not come on here yet. Let's see. So what else can we talk about? Let's talk about some more triggers, I guess. Let's talk some about my triggers and the walls that I have blocked up. Um, Because even though I thought that I didn't have a problem and this and that, you you have to really open your eyes and look beyond what you can see in front of you. And sometimes I have a hard problem doing that because of my triggers. It's like if I'm talking to a guy and they do one thing, it's like I'm so ready to cut the person off. And I know that's bad because just because the person do the one thing, just because the person do that one thing that reminds you of a prior incident doesn't mean that that person is like that person. And it took me a while to really drill that in my head and to learn to basically communicate that. Um, I wouldn't give I wouldn't give no one a really a chance, and not so much of a as a chance because I'm not saying that um, I'm just gonna give any and everybody a chance. No, I set myself to have standards now. Um, as when you get older, you do set yourself. You have standards, and so if you come in to me with your pants half down your behind and you don't have respect, you don't know how to talk to people, don't even look, don't look my way. I'm basically talking about the ones that I feel that could be a potential relationship, potentially relationship worthy, and they do one thing and I'm just real quick to cut somebody off. I have got better. And like I said, I have learned how to communicate because at first I wouldn't communicate. I wouldn't say nothing. They wouldn't know why I would cut them off. I would just cut them off because you just did something to remind me of a previous incident that I had that I didn't like. And I had to learn to stop doing that because I would never, my king will never be able to find me if I just shoot everybody away and not really do the digging, the background, and not be quick to cut somebody off. Some deserve to get cut off real quick though, but I know it's a few that I have cut off that I said that maybe I should have gave more of a chance to. Not saying that it would have worked out or anything, just saying that I should have gave more of a chance to instead of just really quick cutting off. Um, because I thought that was the right thing to do. I got a phone call earlier from a lady that I am really, really inspired by. And she was basically telling me that before this year is over to sort out any men that I have with anybody, which I really don't have confrontation with a lot of people, but it was two people that I thought of during that conversation that I could call. And at the time I was like, well, why should I even do that when they are the ones that hurt me? And she said, it's not about them. It's about you. It's about you taking that stand and healing that wound. Patch up what you got going on. She said, don't even worry about if they respond or not. She said, say your piece and move on. She said, as long as you have those burdens on you, your blessings are going to get blocked. And, and I really felt her when she said it because after she redirected and said it like that, that's when it dawned on me like, oh, okay, now I get it. And now I see what I'm supposed to do. Because, like I said, when she first said that, I'm like, yeah, right. Why should I be the one that called them? They was the ones that did me wrong. I didn't do nothing to them. They did me like this, did this. But again, when she said it like that, that redirected my whole thing. When she said it's not about them, it's about you. And the thing is, she know me, and she know um, the type of person that I am, and she know that I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm a really good person. And it hurts to lose someone who you considered a friend. At the same time, everyone is not meant to be by your side the whole step of the way. You're gonna lose some friends, and I had to learn that too. The guy, the man Sean, who was Sean Hendricks, that was on the show, he taught me that you're gonna lose some people along the way, and it's okay. And I had to learn that too, because at first I wasn't okay with it. I'm like, no, everybody has to be my friend. Everybody have to be my friend. So when he told me that, that opened my eyes. And when she told me that, that opened my eyes. So it makes sense. It makes complete sense. So today I'm going to be calling a couple people and just saying my piece and just leave it in at that. And she said, if God wants to bring us back together, he will bring us back together. And I believe that is so true. I believe it is so true. Um, I think that was Sean trying to call in. I'm not sure. But No More Triggers is basically about to be over. So maybe we can get her on here another day, and get her whole story. Hopefully I'm keeping you guys enough entertained enough, because I really didn't have nothing planned, except for Miss Shawn to tell her story. But it's okay. It's okay. It's always plenty of things to talk about. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So when she told me that, I said I was gonna call a couple people today, make my peace, and leave it at that. And I think I'm gonna do that. Because I need to go into this next year just with a clean slate, and just relieve a breath of fresh air, and get ready for this amazing show that I have coming up, guys. For the show that I'm doing, let's go back to my show real quick, the Black Parade and Poetry event. I am going to be doing a tribute to two young models that passed away recently. I'm going to do a halftime tribute, and I feel like that would be a good way to honor their memory. Me personally, I wasn't able to work with them, but I knew of them, because I do model and I am part of the modeling scene. And so doing that tribute to them, I think is going to be awesome. The one young lady, her name was Shay. She was the most recent one who had got gunned down. I guess they was trying to steal her car. And another young man, his name was Tyreek, and he actually drowned trying to save his sister who was drowning. I don't know the full details of both stories, so don't quote me or anything. But from what I understand, his sister was drowning, and he went to go try to save his sister, and he ended up drowning after he saved her. And but when I heard those stories, I mean, I heard about Shades on the news, but when I heard about his too, it really broke my heart. Broke my heart that they passed away so young, and they were at the peak of their modeling careers, and they just didn't get to live out their full life. So February 7th, I will be doing a tribute to both of them, and I believe that that's going to be very, very nice, very, very nice. Other than that, I do have some more stuff coming up, but of course, I'm not going to announce it right now. I like to wait till I get all my T's crossed and my I's dotted before I put more things out there. I hope you guys can see me. I'm not used to doing this Zoom, so I I gotta get used to Zoom. I'm used to being in the studio with Larry.
Hello.
Hi, Sean. We missed you today.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just got up late. I'm trying to I'm back at school. So back in grad school. So I'm trying to do work and the time just went by.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Well, we only got about 4 more minutes.
Okay.
How you had some homework to do in school, huh?
Yes, yes, yep. I'm in grad school to get my second master's for clinical for mental health clinical counseling. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
That's okay. We can set up another day. So because I
Okay.
definitely want to hear your story. Because I was
Oh,
telling I was telling the people how, your Q&A just had me so curious to hear more details about it and everything. But yeah, it's okay.
so let's schedule another time, and I will be. I won't. I don't know why. Usually I have everything written down. I don't know.
That's okay. You know what? It was like 3 minutes before it was time for us to get on. I kind of almost like, oh crap. I had to hurry up too. And then I was like, oh shoot, I don't know if she remember. Should I text her? When I tried to text you, I was already coming on. And I
Okay.
didn't know how to do the Zoom thing. So I was like, well, can I still text her and be live at the same time? So
Yeah,
I'm like,
you
I don't
could.
know.
You
Oh, okay.
could. So next time, maybe I'll have to come to the studio.
Yeah.
I'll have to come to the studio. Yeah,
Okay. That's all right.
I'll come to the studio. Well, so you let me know what's good, and we can set up a time again. And
Okay.
I would definitely love to tell my story and interact with your listeners and all that.
Okay, Sean. Yeah, don't
All
worry
right.
about it. How
I'm
do you
sure
pronounce your whole name?
Chandela.
Chandler.
Chandela. Yeah.
Okay. It looks so much more difficult than how it sounds. Chandler.
Yeah, yep, Chandela. Mm,
Okay.
yep, that's
Okay.
it.
Nice. All right. Well, you finish enjoying your vacation. You go back. You you start back when next week, right?
Monday, but I'm not really, doing this work is not like a vacation. So
The workload is a lot, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
Look
goodness.
at Larry saying 1 minute.
1 minute. All right.
All
Well,
right.
definitely, yes, I will get with you after this and we'll set up another date.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a happy new year.
Same to you. Same to you.
All right. And I'm so sorry again. That's not how I do business.
That's okay. We're gonna get you back on.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to KAZ Radio TV. This is the last episode of No More Triggers for the year. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's. You guys be safe. God bless. Until next time.